all makes sense. Hey, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver. But I'm still a hot boy, cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the gang, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ready, 5'8", Mark 54. Squeeze, double.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Coming to you.
To throw is Breeze. And Cook has it left side. And he he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Show it.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Break it down.
Brees leaves this one with Kamara. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready. We're waiting.
55. Yeah, that's what I do.
12. Tonight.
Brees now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Hey, dude.
Brees now to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Mike's 54.
Let's go, D.
11.
Now Brees. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive was surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Brees. His throw caught at about the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. From the gun, it's Brees. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Rashard Matthews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give to Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you. Check 24, check 24. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. The give is to Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go to 54. You got tape. You got tape. You got 26.
They'll try and run forward with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, kill. Quick. We're going to 53. Slide. Kill. We're going to 54. Right here. 26.
Running with Elliott. And an alley to run. run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 19-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Going to 53. Undercut. Spot. 47.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
There we go. 56 is the mic. Night, sweetheart.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. We remind you that coming up tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, we finish off the first quarter of the season with an AFC North battle from the Steel City. The Bengals and the Steelers kickoff scheduled for 8:15 Eastern.
Get ready. Hey, kill.
On first down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Check. Fresno.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. Stay at home. Stay at home. Hey, check
Now, Breeze again. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They can't stop me out here.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Breeze to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott to throw it, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
and I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
40.
Go. Score right in.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Wide. Get wide.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Demario Davis in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
We're going to 54.
Check safety.
We're going to 54.
Third and long for Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
0-2.
Hey, Delta.
Check 55 to mine.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
21. Smooth.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now Breeze. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Breeze now. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Kill.
Again, they'll throw with Brees. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Hey, Alpha.
Brees to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, exit. Right there in the middle, 55. Get that quarterback, D-Lo.
Brees going to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loose...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's A.J. Klein, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Mike. Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Here we go.
Hey, watch that.
13.
54.
Brees now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point by Marr, up and good. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. A.J. Klein with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The kick by Maher is good. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League, where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Throwing now is Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I woun't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, echo. 5-9.
Check 9, check 9.
21.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Now Austin. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 48-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Hey, kill. 47, 26.
Prescott going right side. He has Witten. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Elliott running right. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Elliott, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's go, kill. 47.
44's Mike. Check. 3 buzz.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Throwing, Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Check. 47. Man out.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 26-yard line.
Help. Watch the twist. Shift. Slam. Watch the safety creep.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll come out in the pistol. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Jim.
He's crashing.
There we go, kill. We're going to 54. Why in?
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Now Prescott. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
That's fielded in the end zone. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Drew Brees, 6 4th-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. Brees now to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
I'm coming after you. Let him. Check right. Watch his 5. Come on. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 5-1.
Now Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Switch it, switch it.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Ready. Yellow lady. 12.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Ready, set.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
The protection up front, very good on that play. Had all night to throw the football, even though he was unsuccessful.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Hey, Charlie.
We got 3.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Hey, high 7.
Here we go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Good. High 4, ready.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. Lucky.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Being chased out left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we're going to make the 48 right now. Let's go. Army.
11.
48 for Mike.
You ain't
Breeze going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Mike, go.
stay with your man.
Check.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 3-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Right there. All day, baby.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. We're going to 53.
Check 37. Check 37.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Elliott, toss right. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run with Elliott. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood!
On 1st down, Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. To throw, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Here's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And the Cowboys are going to secure the football, and with it, they'll just about secure the victory as well. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Dallas, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.